The chair recognizes the gentleman from Florida for the purpose of explaining his amendment.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. An unfortunate feature of the William Mac Thornberry National Defense Authorization Act in fiscal year 2021 was the creation of a Chief Diversity Officer position. This amendment would remediate that mistake by eliminating the Chief Diversity Officer position. And there are a few notable emergences from this role that I want to highlight and take note of. The DEI focus at DDOA had gotten so severe and so harmful that after members of the Biden administration and senior DoD officials were called before Mr. Banks' committee to defend what they had posted about white people, about racism, they couldn't defend it. Milley couldn't defend it. Austin couldn't defend it. And so almost as Mr. Banks was bringing down the gavel to conclude that hearing, they literally abandoned the program and got rid of it because they couldn't continue to justify that type of inappropriate expression and inappropriate policy that was coming out. And there's another great example of this that I'll thank you for all the extended time, Mr. Chairman. I'll take it. There's another example of this that I want to draw into sharp relief. So when Lloyd Austin becomes Secretary of Defense, the standard policy is that people's photos would be included in their promotion packet to be considered for review. And Secretary Austin said, well, that's going to cause some of this implicit racism because people might discriminate against folks based on the photograph and what their race was. And so Lloyd Austin, to promote diversity, at the advice of the Chief Diversity Officer, says we can never again have these photos as part of the promotion packet. And lo and behold, what happens? Well, the officer corps becomes less diverse, not more diverse. So maybe folks in the military making these decisions aren't as implicitly racist and biased as the critical race theorists would have us believe. And so then, when the outcome wasn't what Secretary Austin wanted, the policy was reversed. So time and again, you have the SecDef who goes out there and sets a marker with stand-downs, with some of the bizarre radical race ideology that emerged from these DEI positions. And then when the consequences of that are realized, even the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs have to walk away, throw their hands up, and abandon that. So my amendment would short-circuit that process. Rather than having these bad ideas get implemented and then repealed, let's just eliminate the position, the fountainhead for this embrace of radical race ideology.